Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Rob again here. For those of you that are new here, welcome to the channel. For those of you that are coming back, welcome you guys again. Thank you for coming back. For those of you that are just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. I am going to bring you today a new deck that we're going to be adding to the collection, and that is the Lubanko Tarot. This deck is coming out in October. We are in September now. So in about a month it's coming out, or maybe less than a month. I don't know exactly when in October, but they asked me if I would do a review. They asked me if I like to do a review. And of course I said yes. This deck looked very interesting to me. And here we are. I just received it literally. So we're going to open this guy and we're going to see what this deck is all about. It is by Lubanko. It's the Lubanko Tarot. Here's the side of the box. Here is the back of the box, you guys, and it gives you a brief description of what this deck is all about. It is Rider-Waite-Smith system, so you shouldn't have a problem if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite to work with this deck. And I have seen videos of this deck. I have seen some of the images on the on videos, and it looked really interesting to me. And of course, I am not going to know what this deck is all about until I hold it, until I see it, until we feel it. And that's what we do here in the channel, you guys. We open these decks so you can not only see the images of these cards, but that I tell you about the cardstock, that I tell you about how they shuffle, how they spread, what sort of a feeling they evoke when I am looking at these cards. And hopefully those are the ideas, and hopefully that is what you're going to get at the end of all of these videos. That is my main objective, is to let you know, is this a deck that you may want, or is this a deck that you can sort of put on the side and maybe not want. I wanted to get it, and so I'm happy I have it. And let's look at it. This is a hard box, so as you can see, and it's on the larger side. It opens up like this, and it's pretty inside. And it reads, you guys, without darkness, we have no shadows to define the light. And without light, the darkness may seem unending. And without boundary. Lubanko. So that is directly from the creator of the deck, you guys. And this is the book that is inside of the box, and this is the piece of literature that you're going to get when you acquire this deck. It is a pretty thick book. It looks like, well, it has like 230 pages. It's in color. So here it looks like you get a picture of the card, and here you get the meaning. This is the Ace of Wands. So pause your device and read that if you like, of course. Here's a little bit about the author of the book. Here's the table of contents, and it has an introduction, how to use this tarot deck, and the arcanas, the minor arcanas, and afterward. So here's the introduction. If you're interested in pausing your device and reading that, please do. And it continues on this page as well, you guys. So go ahead and do that. And then it just goes into the how to use this deck, gives you a couple of spreads and the meanings of the cards. This is the inside of the box. So once again, with the writing on this side, and this is the side of the box, it comes in this carton here. And so it's not so secure in there. So, but it's a very pretty box, I must confess. And the colors are really, really gorgeous. So that is really, really good. And here are the cards. Now, they are your regular size. This is the back of the card, and they are totally reversible. They are sort of on the thinner side, but it's got a little bit of a rose petal feeling, this cardstock. So it's a matte finish on it. And it looks like it's fine. It looks like if maybe you have problems with your hands, this is not going to give you a problem. They are gilded, you guys, and they are gilded in a black, but it's a matte black, so I don't think it's going to chip away. I do appreciate gilding. You know, I used to be one of those guys that said, you know, I don't really care about gilding so much, you know, but, you know, throughout the time and throughout my journey, I'm really learning to appreciate gilding. I like it. I think that gilding does something to a deck of cards, and I really, really like it. Here is a card about the creator of this deck. Lubanko is an artist, designer, and tarot enthusiast. She specializes in creating art and surreal. Strangeness, sensuality, nature, and metaphor. Emily started reading tarot over 20 years ago and has been hooked on the process and mythos of it ever since. So, and there is her website, emilylubanko.com, if you want to go in there and learn more about her. And here we go. Take a journey with me through the Lubanko Tarot. This is the Fool. Cool colors. This is the Magician. So right away, what is the first word that comes to mind? Modern. So it's a modern deck. I'm seeing modern images here, you guys. This is the High Priestess. This is the Empress. What a pretty card. This one for the Empress. This is the Emperor. He's got the two crows there. I really like this card. Wow. It looks like he's got coral growing out of his crown. This is the Hierophant, and that's sort of a interesting and sort of underground Hierophant there. This is the Lovers, and there's a lot of action going on there, you guys. Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail about that. You can make up your mind. Here's another Lovers. So that's right. It's got 80 cards on the deck. Yeah, so I guess there's two Lovers. And I don't know which one I'm going to leave in there. I'm going to make up my mind later. I'm not sure which one I like and which one I don't like. Oh, there's another Lovers. So, well, we have a lot of choices for Lovers, but I'm going to decide later. This is the Chariot. This is Strength. Wow, what a cool Strength card. This is the Hermit. Also really, really nice. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I really like this Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of light. There's a lot of yellows. By the way, the printing on these cards is really, really good. Really, really good. I really think they did a wonderful job with the printing. This is Justice. This is the Hanged Man. Also a really, really nice card. This is the Death card. Look at that. Transcending, right? Going from the living to what it looks like the dead. This is the Temperance. Very pretty too. This is the Devil. Wow. This is a heavy-duty Devil card. Yeah. This is the Tower. Very modern Tower card. This is the Star. It's a little bit more of a traditional sort of star card. This is the Moon. It looks like this creature is about to come out and pop out and sort of reach out, right? It's like, you know, really listen to your dreams, sort of a message that I'm getting there. This is the Sun. Very pretty Sun card. This is Judgment. That's a very interesting card. I don't know. It looks like, you know, yeah, it looks like these are the souls and they're sort of transcending through here and then coming out. Really interesting. This is the World. Ace of Cups. So we're getting into the minor arcana. This is the Two of Cups. This is the Three of Cups, and it definitely looks like some sort of a, I don't know if it's a celebration, but it's definitely a gathering. This is the Four of Cups, and as you can see, she's not interested, but she is sitting there, and she looks like she's wearing some sexy lingerie, and she's looking the other way. She's not interested. This is the Four of Cups, you guys. It's a very masculine card, I feel like. This is the Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. It looks like he's falling into the abyss. The Nine of Cups, and he looks definitely like he's happy. He is sort of rejoicing. He's got a cup there, even with liquid inside, and he looks like he's ready to enjoy. Here's the Ten of Cups. Here's the Page of Cups. Interesting Page of Cups with a lot of blues in there. Here's the Knight of Cups. Here's the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups with a lot of blues. It looks like it's under the ocean. The Ace of Pentacles. We're jumping into the Pentacles now. This is the Two of Pentacles. Perfect image for the Two of Pentacles. It's that yin yang, right? It's that whole balancing out that we must do when we encounter the Two of Pentacles. This is the Three of Pentacles, and it definitely follows the RWS. You see three people working there inside of a building or a church or whatever you want to see it as. This is the Four of Pentacles. That's an interesting Four of Pentacles. This is a very artistic deck. Five of Pentacles. It's one of those decks that I think lets your imagination and your intuition sort of run. This is the Six of Pentacles. There's really no rules here. I think that the artist just went at it and did what she thought she wanted to do here, Seven of Pentacles, without thinking what anybody else was going to think. And for that, I really appreciate the artwork. This is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is what I always say about these tarot decks and why I collect them, you guys. I love to see artwork from all of these creators. What have they done with the tarot deck? How have they been able to show us how they see all of the 78 cards? This is the 10 of Pentacles. Really beautiful. Ooh, I like that Page of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's a sexy one. This is the King of Pentacles, and that's really, really cool as well. He looks really, really, this is a very nice card. I like all the golds. I like the browns. I like the dark tones. Very nice picture. This is the Ace of Swords. And now we're stepping into the swords. This is the Two of Swords. And yeah, that's a two, definitely a Two of Swords there. You see a lot of sort of, it's convoluted a little bit, right? It looks like there's confusion there. At least that's how I'm seeing it. This is the Three of Swords, and that's a very typical Three of Swords. This is the Four of Swords. This is the Five of Swords. This is the Six of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords, and that is a very painful looking Ten of Swords. We are used to seeing a Ten of Swords like this in a lot of different tarot decks. So this is the Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Here we have the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and so we're stepping into the Wands and the last suit on this particular deck. This is the Two of Wands. This is the Three of Wands. The Four of Wands. And I must confess, you guys, that I think that if I was in it, like if I thought that if I encountered this deck at the beginning of my tarot journey, I think that I would be a little bit confused. So although this is following the RWS, I think I would still be confused by this deck. But that is just a personal observation of mine. If you think that this is something that won't give you a problem, or you like to just try it, please try it and see how that works for you. I think this would have been very confusing for me as I was starting my path in tarot. This is the Six of Wands. This is the Seven of Wands. This is the Eight of Wands. And it definitely looks like he's trying to get away with those wands. This is the 9 of wands. This is the 10 of wands. And he's definitely trying to get up there with all of those wands. I don't know what he's trying to do up there with them or why he must take them with him, but he's not just walking with the wands on his back. He's actually climbing with those wands. This one looks like a very, very, very heavy, sort of challenging picture for the 10 of wands. And this one is the page of wands. This is the knight of wands. This is the queen of wands. And this is the king of wands. And that makes it all the way to the end. When it comes to shuffling this deck, well, it shuffles good. As I said, the cards are sort of on the lighter side, so you're going to see that they're not super heavy. So if you have lighter hands, this might just be the deck for you. If you like modern sort of artwork, this might also be a deck for you. If you are sort of open to more images and to artwork that is a little bit extraordinary, then this might be a deck for you. This is a very different deck. This is a spread with this deck. It's not the best of spreads, but as you can see, it manages and it spreads. And at the end of the day, I think it's a very interesting deck to have in a collection. I must really say that a deck like this, I don't have in my collection, and it's many of you know I have many decks in my collection. So for creativity, for artwork, this is a deck that I'm really pleased to have in the collection. And I can totally see myself using this deck once in a while. The images are modern and they're interesting, and you're just going to have to see how it all works out for you, you guys. I'm going to spend more time with this deck. I'm going to sort of get more into it and see how it speaks to me. So right now I didn't really get a clear sort of idea of how this deck wanted to talk to me. So we'll see with the time, but it's definitely, I'm so happy to have it. And this is really a great deck for the collection. That is the Lubanko Tarot, you guys. And it is by Llewellyn and it's by Lubanko. And if you're interested in getting this deck, you can just go right into the Llewellyn website and purchase it there. It hasn't come out yet, but it comes out in October. So you guys don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. And as I always say, until the next time.